And hello everyone, welcome back to another HTML tutorial. This will be your very last tutorial before we do a nice project to basically use the skills we have learned up until now. Not all of them, of course, but most of them. Today we'll be talking about this head tag. Why do we have it and why is it useful? Now, the head tag is an element for metadata, so data about data, or more data about the website. The metadata itself is not displayed on the website, so we won't be really able to see what happens inside of head. We can put something in head and then use that something later on, but it won't just be displayed for us. Whilst you could do something like P and then put some text here, and if you save it, you'll see the text. This is not recommended because the head basically loads everything up before the rest of the website. So it will load scripts and styles and data and titles and whatnot about the website before the website starts loading the body. So if you're going to start putting body stuff in here, then you can just as well remove this head tag because it will not make a difference on the end of the day. Now I feel the best way to show an example of this would be to use my HTML template. So let's start from the top. First we have some extra metadata data. First we say what character set is being used. In this case UTF-8. UTF-8 is usually what you'd want to say here because that's kind of the default, unless you have some special characters that you want to use on your website. Then this right here is the viewport. The viewport is the user's visible area on the web page. So this can change depending on the device. On a smaller device like a phone, it will be less than on a massive screen like a computer screen. For example, this viewport would be less than this viewport because this one has a lot of data it can contain, while this does not. By setting this, we give the browser instructions on how to deal with this, how to scale depending on the window size. So first we set width is equal to device width, and this will basically set the page width equal to the screen width of the device. And in this initial scale 1.0 sets the default zoom of the web page. So yeah, I just recommend adding this to your website. These three mainly always. If you can, then do, because they will just add some extra benefits to the website that could be very useful. Then this right here gives a description of the website. If we go to Google and we search how to cook, now here you see this right here, that's what's in the description. So whatever you put inside of here will display here. Then we'll get to these in a second. Then we have, of course, our title. And then here we have an icon. So if we have an icon we want to put on the website, like this Google logo here, we can use this. So let's say I have an icon. So here we go. Here's the image. Now if I were to rename this just to icon or something simple. Now usually this would be a PNG, but for this scenario saying JPEG will be fine. Then here we can just change this from PNG to JPEG. And now as you can see right there, there's a little moon face. Now if you said PNG and you removed this white background, then here would be a clear background. You'll see this in the project we're going to do in the next video. Cool. Now here, this is how we'd import CSS, but we don't have to care about that right now. So this right here is where we import data from a CDN. A CDN in a sense is just a website that contains code. For example, if I were to go to this website right here, so to this link, we'll just get a bunch of JavaScript. Now we just link this script tag to this page right here and it will load this JavaScript for us. Now why would you do this, you may ask? Well, if we go here and we create a button and we say click me, you'll see a normal click me button. However, if you were to go here and say class btn primary. And there we have a nice button. And now we can even go outline. And then we gotta move that inwards. And there we go. I love how this button looks. And this is provided to us by Bootstrap. So by importing all of this for our Bootstrap, we can do this. So without doing any extra work, we get a good looking button. Everything basically looks good if you use some Bootstrap. And in here with Font Awesome, this is the same as with Bootstrap, but in this scenario, Font Awesome gives us icons instead of styling. So here I can go H1, and then let's add an I tag. We can just say class pencil. There we go. Now we have a little pencil drawing here. And that is because we imported Font Awesome here. And that is the power that head gives you. It gives you the ability to bring in other data, other metadata that you can put inside of your website to use. You could put all of this inside of your body. That is 100% possible. But it is not recommended because you want these to load before your website starts up, before the rest of your website loads. Some people, however, would take this script tags and they will put it here at the bottom of the HTML. The reason for this is because JavaScript can take up a lot of time to load. So some people like to put the script tags at the bottom to make sure that JavaScript loads after the website has loaded. So they at least see the website before the JavaScript comes in. This is usually only a problem with bigger websites and with larger JavaScript files. But yeah, that's it. That's it for head. In the next tutorial, we'll be focusing on building a little blog website. And then after that, we'll take a look at this Bootstrap right here that gives us these nice looking buttons out of the box. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all again in the next HTML tutorial.